Hello and welcome back. I'm Bebo Joe and this is Work As Resources Soviet Republic. So things are going pretty much as planned. However, there's a big gaping hole right in front of us in that forest. I think you all know why, and we definitely have to fix that. But a lot of things have gone complete, and that is wonderful. And I want to show you what all that is in the next plans because I had a couple people call me out on this, and I'm excited to take on that challenge. Well, this is a little unfortunate because it's going to take a while before we have enough trees again to make this, well, a nice forest. But well, that's fine. If you really have to, and I'm not going to go that route, if you really have to, you are able to turn on the cheat mode to let trees grow a little faster, but that'll be fine. We should have enough lumber available for us to do whatever we need to do. However, this I think was a 2 or 3 year process because that's how long I let it run. We are in 1974 now, as you can read in the top, and that's how long it took to get all the things built that I wanted to get built and actually have a little bit of progress waiting for us in the very near future. This is awesome. So all you have to do here is just hold down your mouse button and make sure you plant everything, and you're a forester. So, yeehaw. Is this something 3 Division will ever add a forester for? I don't see a good reason why not. It's not a complicated process, I would say, but I'm also not a developer. I hope they do, because this part, especially once you're wider than just one city or one forest area, it gets really tedious. There are mods out there that already let you essentially skip this step by producing wood without going into the forest. But to me, that's a little bit cheating. Not the end of the world, but yeah, no, just keep your forest planted whenever you can. I do think it takes about 2 or so years for these trees to mature enough that you can use them. And there you go. You can plant these pretty densely, so just be thorough and get enough out there. But yeah, we should have enough tree coverage coming in there soon enough. Now, something that's a little surprising to me, which I heard before from a lot of places, is government loyalty is up to 67% now with one tiny radio station. Obviously, we are saying loyalty is important, but still, this is too easy. This is too easy. I don't like it, but at this point, it's just necessary. If you play without this guy, it's just going to be a bad time. So yeah, this is all functioning pretty well. I'm pretty happy with how that looks. The city over here, the village, is now actually functional as well, but I had to do something. I honestly don't remember if I showed you this before or not, but I added this small heating plant over here. Right now it has a truck bringing in coal from over here, but eventually it should just use one of these processing plants to get enough coal into the internal storages, which yeah, I'm pretty happy with. This is all fine. So life is good. Added a couple pipes there. I did decide that I didn't just want to completely remove the secondary pipe that we had originally here, because there's still a chance that this plant or the other plant is not currently running, and then when this city gets unhappy, things are problematic, and it's more likely that the plant at the south is running than the plant up here. So I just wanted to make sure that we have that all covered. And this plant at this point, once this guy is actually built, should be in walking range for all customers that will be dropped off at this station. I'm excited to actually turn the station on eventually. Right now we can't. But a couple other things that I did, build a construction setup right here. And this is important because we need these to build our next city. That's a big thing. So I added a cement plant over here, an asphalt plant, added a gravel station effectively. I added this train aggregate unloading station over here. Currently, we don't fully have gravel set up for this area. And also, I don't believe that the rail distribution office will be able to work with an engine that is connected to this directly. I would have had to put a storage unit in here first, and it can unload into the storage unit, and then an engine from there. But the way I set this up here, I may just have to set up a dedicated rail construction train that brings stuff out here all the time, that just sits here with loaded gravel for as long as it takes. And honestly, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. It's just more effective, and eventually I can turn that train off or move it to the next construction site when I don't need this anymore. So that is all good. Also, everything is in walking range. I do have an underground tunnel here because it was so fun last time. Need to build another one, but everything is in walking range now, and that is awesome. I'm pretty happy about that. I haven't completely decided how I want to handle this guy, how I want to bring workers into there. I have an idea now. We'll see if I'm actually going to use that. But this should be good. I would like to see that this one actually tells me how many people can wait here, because part of the plan is to have everyone wait here for an extra hour and just not allow any train to pick up any workers from here. And after that hour, they will just go and find work wherever they want to go. And that should be good. Ooh, heating plant stopped working. Yeah, it's just expected. That's fine. To the quick gem. Yeah, and I'll show you this, and then I will fill up the construction offices. Here are pipes, all pipes. Everything is laid out and everything is working, and it's fine. It's fine. The only problem I had is this fire station was not able to cover everything. So I thought, falsely, that turning this into an asphalt road will extend the range. Either that was never a thing or it's not a thing anymore. I honestly don't know which one it is, so I built a second fire station right here, and this one covers everything but this last pump jack, and I'm not going to place another fire station for that guy because it's just not worth it. We do have a lot of oil stored already, so that is neat. We could start exporting that, but no, we could start exporting that. The only problem is I don't have money problems, so I don't really feel like that is a thing that we have to do. We are exporting gravel already and everything, so that is cool. And at this point we also have enough chemicals. This guy's full of chemicals, so that is pretty neat. We're just also full of crops, so that is a problem. And I either have to start exporting the chemicals or have to do something with the chemicals, which is something I definitely am planning on. But first, we have to fill up these guys. And I was actually waiting on this. Ooh, this gas station does not... Oh, these guys. There's a distribution office here, a big one. And then a technical services for snowplows, also the full-sized one. I think we will need this because this way will be the city, and we have to figure it out, and that's what we have this guy, these construction offices here for. So I always see a lot of people ask, how do you set up your construction offices? And it's I do it pretty similarly every time. It sometimes depends a little bit on what I want, or what I need at that situation, but overall it's usually just how I'm going to do this here. So let's see how this goes. Let's do trucks. I don't remember how I normally do this, so we're just going to figure this out as we go. First, excavators are great. I'm not going to do this from the depot. It will take forever, and I have to move 20 different vehicles to get them out here. Once I replace them later, it's a thing I like, but right now, this is... Each of these construction offices uses 12 vehicles. 12 times 4 is 48. 48 I have to buy at the border, then move them out here. So you have to click on them, click on the house, click on the right thing, dismiss them. I'm not doing that many clicks, sorry. That is just frustrating to me, and I don't want to go through that. So, let's get all of the things that we want. First, just one extra excavator will be nice. Since I found out that bulldozers are great for... road construction, I like to have a couple of bulldozers in here. This one is a cute one. Just get the big ones right away. No reason to go smaller than that. And then I think just a couple tower cranes could be helpful here. I think we will spread these out a little more. But let's say 4 of you, and then 2 open holes. Just 2 open holes to make sure everything gets to where they need to go. I thought I already had the bigger open hole transporters, but apparently I don't. Maybe I just got the snowplows on. Ooh, this one's pretty. Maybe I just had the snowplows unlocked, but that is fine. Just go out here. The biggest one we have right now is 9 tons and 13 tons. So 13-ton crane. This one can take everything that we need, and then make sure that you set this up to deliver wherever necessary. So this one is ready to go. Could this use a couple more trucks? Yeah, absolutely. But at some point, you really don't need them. And also in the beginning, I can probably allow everyone to just move around as they need to. The next one, get your buses. Buses are important. And at this stage in the game, we have 4,500 people. I do like somewhat bigger buses, but not ridiculously big. So get a couple of the bigger ones, a couple of the smaller ones, and then we can figure out what special equipment do we want to put in here that we need. I really like some, where are they? Road cranes. These are really nice to have. whenever you need them. 28, 32, just finding the biggest one here, 32. These are really nice, especially if you only have a couple cranes waiting here, and they're pretty independent. They can just go and do what they need to do. And then just find something that fits in here. I think covered holes are really great. You often don't need a lot of them, but when you need them, you really need them. So make sure that we have enough of these set up. You can do 80 kilometers. Yeah, this is fine. I was hoping I can use the other one. You can do 80 and 6.2 tons. You're about the same size, but you can move a lot more. Yeah, sure. We'll just do this one. And I'm just going to do 4 of these. So this one is bus and trucks. Yep, that makes sense. The next one, you probably need one that is just dumpers. And this is construction. Speed is nice, but as long as you stay close with your construction needs, you can go with just the slowest dumpers that you can find. I'm going to do 12 here because the dumpers are responsible for getting asphalt or getting gravel. Those two take a lot of everything. Just you need those. If you don't have those, you're just asking for trouble and nothing's going to work. So we're setting those up and they should be happy. This guy, I currently... Ooh, did I forget the warehouse? I did forget the warehouse. I did set up one of these guys here for the open storage, and I don't have that set up yet. We can probably get there. I may actually do that this episode. Let's limit all these to have the right amounts, because we can set up a rail distribution office for this guy pretty easy. But we also need a warehouse. We don't have a warehouse anywhere in this area. That's actually surprising to me, but that's fine. That is fine. That just means I have to build one. And just, where's a good place for it? There's not really a place where a train could do the things that I need to do, but also a truck should be able to bring in enough of the material that I want. Let's see here one thing real quick. Can I, but try really hard, could I get a train connection out here? Maybe. I may have a mod that will do what I need to do. So let's see if I can save myself here, save my butt. Warehouse, just a smaller warehouse with a rail connection, just like this. Don't need anything bigger than that. And set it up just in a way that can connect to this guy. I think we're going to be able to. I don't know yet. Yep, that warehouse counts because this is all we need. Usually you have some electronics, some other things, and this warehouse, how big were you? I didn't actually check, but I probably should have. You are... Which one are you? You usually highlight it. Really can't tell which one you are. Not helpful. I think it's this one, though. So you can store 32 tons of electronics and other things. And I guess this one can do aggregate storage as well. We're not going to use it for that. We're only going to use it for the warehouse capacity, and that is fine. So there we go. We have that. And with that, stop saying that. That's just not helpful to anyone. With this setup, we can also make sure that this rail gets built. So we assign the next workers here pretty soon. Let's actually do that right now. Number 9, please build this. And the rail construction office, please build the other thing. I will forget if I don't do it right now. So that's what we're doing here. Wonderful. Last track. That should be good. Cool. So now we have the dumper set up. We have this one set up. And I remembered that we needed this guy. And the last one is mostly... well, we need open holes now. And we need concrete dumpers. Which one is more important? They're both important. So 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6. We're going to go with that. And for this, we need to assign the open storage here so they can actually pick something up. That's good. And then for the rest, we need concrete mixer. Yeah, and get the biggest one. Don't mess around with this. 10 ton, 12 ton. 12 ton is the biggest potentially. We don't have a lot of US dollars right now, but let's see what they have on that side. Concrete mixer. These are all modded ones. Nope. I mean, they look fine, but 16 ton, 14 ton, 14 ton. They're just a lot bigger than what we have available on, and I don't even have the money for them, so why even bother? Concrete mixers, yes. As many as I can from this one, and then assign the correct location for you, which is here. Get all the concrete from there, and that should be pretty good. For right now, I will have my buses from the construction office go to the village. There are enough workers available. Eventually, I will assign them to here when I have a train set up, which is honestly the next thing that we're going to plan on doing. I'm excited for that. Yeah, we're running at slow speed right now. There's no real need to go hurry up for any of this. But it's all good. We're gonna get it all done. Cool. Yeah, oh, this fuel station is also not set up right now because there's a fuel station out here already when we need it. Plus, I'm waiting for this fire station to get completed, so that's going to take a little while. Talking about not speeding up anything, let's speed up this a little bit so we can actually get some things done. Now, this, I am thinking, is going to be a very important place to get workers from. And in order to do that, I will pull some workers from our main city, which we are pretty much full now. We are getting into the 21-year-olds without own flats again, and that is honestly a good thing, because that means we're growing well enough and everyone is happy enough that everything actually works together. Do you see a good place for adding a train station in here? I do. Yeah, right here, right behind the buildings. And we can even make this so that the rail connection gets its own track. So it's never going to get blocked by whatever is going to happen here for the export. I'll show you what I mean by that in just a second. But let's get a citizen train platform. Small one can already hold 600 people. Honestly, it feels too much, but I'm not going to fight it. So with this one right next to... Oh, actually, I'm going to do something here that I've seen a couple people do in many of my reviews, and I actually really, really liked it. Let's make just sure this is connected somewhat reasonably. I will say... Take that one back. Can you... No, can't skirt around here yet. You can't skirt around there now. That looks nice. Get that one assigned. Number 9, you should be grabbing all of this by default, but even if you don't, I will allow it. So, yeah, stop production again. That's fine. So there's going to be our connection. I will set this up so that everyone that waits here is not picked up, goes to the bus station that we already have. There are a lot of people waiting right now, but honestly, there are a lot of buses already going to that location, and that is partially scary, but partially also good. Now, can we... I think we should be able to... Yeah, we can get a road connection over here. Just not exactly where I wanted it, but... Oh, come on. I saw green, so I know that this is possible. This is all I want. Don't make this complicated. Make this relatively straight. Right there. That looks good. I don't want to make this complicated at all, but that's the first one. Then extend this a little bit. And this one is actually just going to run, not parallel, but it's going to run on the outside of this. We just have to find a good, healthy connection for it. And it looks like this may be a problem. This may be a problem. It wants to connect in a weird way. Not a fan of that. I don't want to build a bridge for this. I definitely don't want to build a bridge for this. So the other alternative to what I'm doing right now is build a different type of crossing, which I'm not totally against. The only thing I want here is make sure that my passenger trains are not blocked by cargo trains on the in or on the out, because once they do that, you lose... essentially, you lose your worker force because they can't do what they want to do. So what we're going to do instead... Yeah, there are some signals that are causing trouble, and that's fine. Have you come out here? Can you come out there? That's good. I'm really just trying to avoid moving the signals, which is really lazy, but I think you get the why. That should be good. And then this one can just connect into... Honestly, I don't want you to connect yet. I want you to go a little further out as far as you can, because I may still eventually put a bigger rail yard here, because we will need it. Like, I would like to get ships going, but for a while we're not going to be able to. So, yeah, that's our rail connection. That looks good. That is fine. This signal may have to be backed up just a tiny bit, but I think overall it will do the trick, and it will also mean that our track builders can actually get there relatively easy if I just remove those two signals that can now get in there. So, collision, trains cannot pass. What is going on? Yeah, you're fine. Stop fighting me. And you should have picked up... Yeah, you picked up those two already. That's excellent. That's exactly what I need to see. So they can all build all of these things, and eventually we can get a passenger train of whatever sort in there and get things moving. Now, once we do that, we need an actual fuel station for trains, which we don't have right now. So I have to figure out where a good place for that is. That's not completely out of the way for everyone, and that is easily accessible for everyone as well. I have a couple options that I see. This one is out of question because it's already too busy in that area and I can't get there. It would be nice if we can get in here, but this train is just blocking the junction, and that's fine. I think what I need to do is, well, up here could be a good place for a fuel station as well, because it is on the way. But where do we have a long enough piece of track that is not impeded by anything else? It may just be out here, maybe. Which means after this junction, I would like just a little bit of rail coming off, just like this. I think that's good. Then get my train diesel station. I'm totally happy with the vanilla one in this case. As long as I can build you. Yes, I can build you. Is that straight? No, probably not, but we can do better than that. Let's take these guys off. Make sure that you don't delete any rail that you already built. Get this one straightened out. I think that is good. I think that is good as well. And do the same thing over here. I would prefer keeping these one directional. I don't want them to cross here if they don't have to, so I hope this will be fine, and this length is good enough for the station, which I already know it's not. Looking at this, the rail cars that go in here will not fit in there. Even with the trains that I have right now that come from the rail distribution office will not fit there. So let's try that again. I'm probably going to use all of the track available from up here to down where we just started. That should be a lot more adequate, I hope. Actually, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go really crazy. We're gonna do one station on this side that is for the right-hand traffic, and one station on this side that's for the left-hand traffic. We have to connect them. And yes, I realize this is essentially exactly what we just said I don't wanted it, or I didn't want it, but you will see what I'm doing here in hopefully a second. Get this one connected, good. This one needs to come out here. Make it look a little nice, that is good. Give me a long enough track that the tail of any train can actually fit in there, that's important. Then can you connect? You can technically connect there. Okay, let's do this. A little more swing feels better. And that one get in there, that looks good. And then this, just a really straight connection into here. And now we have multiple fuel stations in each direction that should be able to take care of everyone that goes here. So that makes me feel good. Get these, actually let's get you assigned. Take out all of these signals that we don't actually need anymore. That will just be bad junctions, period. So we can actually build all of this. That looks good, that looks good. Let's add the signals here again for when we need them. That should be fine. And yeah, this, all we have to do now is just make sure that these signals all go away. So our construction trains can actually get there. And they're going to get there from here because this is already a nice crossing that we can just use whenever they need it. So that should be good. That train can go through there. Yay, white signals. You are just slow at constructing, but once this is done, life should be good. And I should be able to put another signal in here once they're a little further along. And life should be good. Yeah, we're going to let them build their thing, and maybe at the end of this episode we will be able to run our first passenger train. Probably not, though, because I think this is going to take a little bit of time. I do have a fire station in this area, so I hope that they can actually cover this bit. And we do have money, so I feel that we can use proper storage for fuel in this case. Which, if you don't know this, I will tell you, can you just flip? Cool. The fuel stations are not pumps. You need a pump connected to a oil distribution for this to actually get all their stuff delivered to the fuel stations. What am I saying? I said words. Just trust me. It's totally what I meant. So we're gonna set that one up to have direct delivery to the storage, and from that storage I will get a pump, just a 1 to 3 pump. Put it right in the middle here. That actually looks really nice. We could do an underground pump, but I don't see the need for that in this case. So right there is good. We may need an underground pump just because of the terrain, but we'll see. 2 up, 2 over, and then under, and that one's connected. This one's already assigned, so that looks good. The next one we do is 1, 2. Thank you. Roll over, just pretty much to the next connection and then go down there. That looks good. Now someone asked me something. Does it cost more if you are high up? This one costs 94 work days, 13 tons of steel. If I go up 1, 2, 3, it's essentially free. So there you go. Now we know. I didn't know, so it was nice to see. I also clicked the wrong button there. That hasn't happened in a long time. Let's start on the correct side. 1, 2. Over here and then down there. 1, 2. Really? Really? We just did this and you were fine with it. Why are you complaining now? Anyway, try again. 1, 2. Can you believe it? I got it right the first time and now it's just fighting me, so that's wonderful. 1, 2. I don't understand what your problem is with me now. This game, sometimes it's just doesn't make sense. I can use the other one too if I really have to. 1, 2, 3, maybe? Go 3 up. Yep, sure, why not? Go there. Actually, make sure that you connect the pipe. And this is not as pretty as it was just a second ago, so no. Try again. There you go. That wasn't hard. Just do that and life should be good. Yes. You all get assigned and get built, and we do need power in here. Usually it's the last thing that I do, but it's also usually the first thing that I forget, so may as well make sure that they have everything they need in this area. You do not need a fancy road connection, you just need dirt. That should work. You should be fine with dirt as well. F4, can we get a good connection out of here? Yes, we can. Cool. So those are all happy. We just have one more that needs to be connected, and yeah, I'll allow it to be a gravel road. Just there. And then we hop across this junction and life should be pretty good. Cool. They're all assigned. We should have a nice little fuel setup here for both directions, and if we really have to, I will put a crossing in there, and we'll put a, well, we already have a crossing here. I just have to set the signals up appropriately, and then we should be good to go. Wonderful. So, workers should be on their way soon. And as you can see, the rail cranes are already getting everything done the way they need to. And I can signal this up in a way that nothing's going to wait. And as you can see, I don't have to worry about any of this stuff because we are making more than enough products for money that we're fine. They can wait for a little bit. Maybe while we're out here, I can assign these guys. There and there. There you go. Cool. Do something for your money. Wonderful. So everything is slowly done. That is awesome. Also, this group is going to be on my hotkey group number 2 for the construction offices, so I don't forget. Let's just assign them, and there we go. This is just construction crew 2, or whatever you want to call them. Let's get these all figured out. First, yeah, I thought that we had this snowplow available now for the or this truck available for the open hauls, but apparently not, so that's fine. Now here I have to figure out what we actually need, and we definitely need some oil tanks to get a little more fuel in, because right now we don't have a lot. What's our biggest one? 10 tons, and you can go 95, 80. Yes, you are maybe my favorite right now, so we'll make that one work. For now, you will pick up everything from the border. Just load the fuel. Cool, just fuel. Actually, fuel and bitumen, because reasons, which probably means there will be a problem here, but it will be fine. So get that one in, bring fuel here, also bring bitumen here. Thank you. Then I would like you to bring stuff to that building, which means we need a dry bulk. Dry bulk. Cement. I hope 1 is fine. I really hope 1 is fine. Let's see here. Aluminum, cement. Yes, please. and bring that to the concrete plant until it's like 50% full. Even here, 50% on both of those should be fine. Cool. So that's working. Let's get a train. We do have... Haha, we don't have this one done yet. So let's get that one done. I don't know why, but I guess we didn't need a real train until now, so there you go. We don't have the second train set up yet. But that's fine. That's fine. We can deal with that. Not a real issue. The distribution office can take care of some of these, I think. Let's just make sure that it's set up to do so. One, we probably need... Well, we have a lot of wagons already, so maybe we don't need that. But go to the customs house. Okay. And I want you to get... probably these two as well, but I don't want them to be unloaded into that storage over there. So I actually have to think about this. This is the warehouse. Yep. You can only unload those two things. That is good. So technically I'm allowing you to load everything that I need. We have boards. We don't have prefabs. We don't have steel. And currently we don't have bricks. So all of those have to be delivered first so we can get things done. And I want you to deliver all of those to storage up here. And in there, for right now, you're just dropping off this, 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 and this, just because it's easier. Not load, unload. That looked funny. Boards, prefabs, bricks, until storage percent is... yeah, 60% is fine. And you should be... Well, you may mix it when you go to the border, but you won't mix it when you get boards, but that's fine. I will try to set up the gravel distribution because I have all the vehicles that I need for this, but it may not actually work. I want you to unload here. Yeah, it tells me this. To a lower percentage than this. So vehicles unload cargo to building when building storage are filled to a lower percentage than this. Now tell me what the exception is. I want to bring gravel here. Only gravel. We'll try this. If we don't have any gravel come out here in a certain amount of time, I will just set up a designated train for this, but that also means that we need the large train depot actually set up and running, and it's going to take a couple minutes. For sure. Great. So those guys are actually already out there. That's excellent. I have not set up a crossover yet. That is my mistake. I prefer crossovers in places where I already have other types of blockage. Like, I'm not going to have any train in this area, period. So just build a nice little crossover there. Let's remove the crossover from the ugly side and make it look a little better, because it's just me right now. There you go. Now you look good. Get those assigned, get those built, and when they are done, we can... Oh, we're almost ready for the first trains. First passenger train. Yeehaw! I actually thought I was going to get a lot more done today, but this is where we are, and that's fine. These guys are just doing everything that they need to do to get things done. I believe all of these... Yeah, you're allowed to build everything that you want, so wherever these are, that's where they are. I think the buses are just going out and building something. And at this point, I'm actually fine with everything here being built just because we have that money. So we may as well spend it. I would like to have steel set up before we get there, but there's just no sense in waiting that long. So let's let them do their thing. Someone actually had a really nice idea, and I would like to see if I can get this in here. So I am getting bauxite and bauxite processing plant already. It's over here. And this area is not very busy, or there's not a lot of stuff going on, but it's producing pretty alright. I mean, this one guy is producing around 125, probably a little less than that a workday, but it's producing a lot. The alumina plant only needs 77 tons of bauxite, so essentially it's a one-to-one combination, but it's a really big plant. Now, this area, I'm totally happy with turning that into a large production zone of all sorts of stuff. So what I would like to do is produce alumina here, make it in range of the train station that we have over there, and just use the coal that we're already producing in this area. But to do that, will take a little bit of work, because at this point, nothing here is set up for that. So we'll see if I can get this in here. It's just a really big building, and I like big buildings, especially in a large production zone like this. But I will have to rearrange a couple things. One, I need bauxite to come in here somewhere, and then I need to get the coal that's over here. We don't need a lot of coal, but I need enough coal to make this work. I need the coal to come out here. So let's see if we get really lucky and can build a coal tower connector that will work in this case. The first one is, can you get around this building? And the answer to that is no. No, I cannot. I don't think there's any way to get around here. I may even have to remove some of the roads in this area, and that's not the end of the world. We can make that work. I just need the coal out here, and that's really the only output that we have. So let's start with that. This building has to go, which also means these connectors have to go. And then, yes, we will take that one out simply because I think I will be better off of putting a better splitter out here. So 1, 2, 3 should serve me a lot better than the 1-to-1 that we had. And it looks like the location that we had there is the only place where this is going to fit in like this. Cool, that's fine. Get that one connected. Then I would like to get the brick factory in again next, because it was here before, and I'm gonna forget it if I don't do this. So coal, can you get coal? Why are you not connecting to it? That's a little strange. You're also not connecting the factory path down there. That is also scary. Can you still get here? Some other what other infrastructure is there? It may be the road, actually. I'm gonna say it's the road. we're just gonna fix it this way. Good old school. Just make it work. And now at this point, sure, make a dirt path. Don't need anything fancy here. So that could work. This technically should fit also as this path, and this one we can upgrade to a nicer path later on. Don't need that right now. And there is a footpath connection here that we can use as well down the road. You should go right in there, no problem. Cool. And now, let's try this again. Can I connect some things to here? It would be nice if I can build the footpath connection in here somehow. I think this should work. Then I'm expecting you to fit in here. Now, if you've seen any of my reviews, and I hope you have, you know that just building conveyors all the time for everything is not my favorite pastime. I think there are places and reasons to have conveyors, but every once in a while it's just like you're building too many conveyors for what you actually need here. I do feel we are at a point where that is still the case, so I'm a little bit of a hypocrite here. But I also find this is a very industrial setup. Oh, come on, let me get that in there. I just want the second one, really. I don't care about the first one. I'll take this away, will you let me? You will. Okay. If that's the way that you need to play, then that's the way that we're going to play. That's fine. Get all of this assigned. Get number 7 assigned as well. That looks good. Upgrade this road to something serious. That looks nice. And then give me a footpath connection. Actually, this one does not connect the footpath. I should have remembered that from earlier. Because that is, I mean, I want to say it's a bug of that system, but it's the way it is. So get this one built. Cool. That looks good. Time speed up again, or time to normal again. This is all fine. Now we just need a connection to this guy. Honestly, that shouldn't be really hard. I just have to find a crossing and then connection in here. That looks reasonable. Now I'm pretty sure that this guy doesn't have power. Oh, actually, it may get power from this guy, so it should be fine. Cool. So that's all set up. They can do their thing. I'm happy with that. Now we have to get the bauxite in here. Bauxite, we obviously need a couple things. We need a storage, which if I have a choice, I will always use the big one. Is this one good? Is this one helpful where it is right now? I think so. Just flip the road connection and then get you in here. Get you as close as possible because I have a plan. That looks good. You are connected. Beautiful. Now the plan is to unload into this area, still get my road connection in there, which is right there, and then connect the rail to the unloading stage. So you should honestly, I wouldn't mind if you just run out here, because I want to leave as much queuing room, too steep, as much queuing room as possible. So I'll get you here, Get you here, that is nice, and then you, ideally, I just want to run you back into the mainframe and not connect to anything else funny. Don't know if that's a good decision or a bad decision, but this is already a junction that we don't have to worry about so much. There is a crossing coming in from here, so we should be okay to get into any location that we want there. We don't have a crossing on this side, so I will just put one a little further down, because I'm assuming we're going to have some longer trains running this area. That should be good. Get that one connected. Now, ideally, this just connects. Yep, just like that. And this guy... I think I can get a road connection from here. They're gonna look a little ugly, maybe, but it should be worth it. Give me a 2. I said I think I can get a road connection from here. It's saying no, though. Yeah, I don't see that there's anything coming from here. This is not worth taking down this connection. I think I could move it a little further away and then it would do the thing that I need to do, but no, this is not worth it. Huh? Huh? No. 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 Number 2, just delete the road. I don't want to delete anything extra in this case, so that is fine. You... No. I'm just trying too hard. That's my problem here. Let's get you to where you actually need to go. Right over here, right over here. Pretty sure there should be space underneath these guys, right? Yeah, there's space right here. Just go this way. See? Plenty of space. Cool. So that is connected. All of these guys are doing what they need to do. That road can get assigned as well. We have the rail assigned, so we now have a bauxite connection here as well. How many interesting. How many workers do we need here? A ton, because I think this bauxite mine alone requires, what, 370 workers. So you know what this means, and this is the challenge that someone was posting. I don't think it was a challenge, meant to be a challenge, but it's something I took as a challenge because I liked it. The next city that I was going to build was just supposed to be able to supply workers for this coal industry over here, and then the iron ore industry on the other side, plus the steel mill. All of that together is probably like 2,000, 3,000 workers. The steel mill alone needs 1,500, and the rest is just not that worker heavy, besides the mines. And they said, that's a small city in my republic. And I'm just like, yeah, normally I just build cities that are very focused on one industry. But we're not focused on one industry anymore. We're focused on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 now. 7 industries here, plus a heating plant there. 7 industries in this area. That is lovely. I would like to run them also over here where we have the refinery sitting, or will have the refinery sitting. So that's 8, plus iron ore mine, that is 10, plus steel, that is 11. Let's just say around 12,000 workers. It's not going to be enough potentially, and I can get extra workers in from other cities, because this city over here will get built once the steel mill is done. Once the whole steel setup is done, we have all the materials that we need to build this, and I can get started on that, and that excites me a lot. How is this one not done yet? Interesting. Doesn't matter. This guy is done, but we can't... Oh, you literally just got done with that. Interesting. But we can't actually send anyone out there yet, and that's fine. Let's make this one... Let's signal this one up. Actually make it right. Do that one there. Do this one here. I don't like it there. Okay. Get you here. I guess that signal is fine. I feel like at the beginning I felt like it was a little close, but if it's fine, it's fine. So don't fight it. Get that one there. Give me a signal here. Try to not block everything. The signals honestly here are a little closer than what I want them to be, but I think it will be fine. If we have more traffic eventually, then the farm traffic will just have to suffer a little bit. Those should be good. Mix signals out here. Make sure you have the chains point to the junction. That's always important. It's easy to forget. But there you go here. We do need a chain out on this side. Regular signal out on this side. Maybe throw one of these in there. They may be breaking stuff, but maybe they're fine. I think that looks good. We have that one set up now. These guys are still building, and they're going to build for a little while. Oh, looks like we are ready to build all of this, so may as well sign it until they're done with it. Also, it does not look like it had the power connected in this case. I don't need a lot of power. Let's get the medium one. Where is... There they are. So I think I should be able to have you come out here. Then connect you... like straighter. More straight connection. Connect you through here. That should be good. Then run you up the road. I like it. And then just run you straight in there. Oh, that should work. Yeah, no. So the total plan is eventually, very soon, not eventually, very, very soon, I will start building the city over here. It has to be far enough away to not be hit by any of the pollution that's going to be created in this area, and I hope that it can run this area at 100%. I only have single industry units here running at a time, so I think we will be okay, and I know that we had a lot of leftover coal after we're done producing it with these 4 processing plants, that we should be fine. Also, I see some gravel in here. That is surprising, because I didn't think the distribution office could actually take care of this, but it can, and there's another train coming in with an adequate amount of material, so I am pretty happy with that. Cool, so I don't even have to do anything there. This one is not filled yet. That's slightly surprising, concerning. I don't know which one. Maybe it was because the entrance to the custom cells was blocked for so long. But this all looks fine. And with gravel here, we should be able to assign our 2nd generation construction offices to some things over here and there. And I think it will be very helpful if I don't... Oh, they're not auto-searching. Good. That's something I wasn't sure if I turned on or off. This one looks like you're auto-searching. Yes, you are auto-searching. I don't... Sometimes it's nice, but especially in the beginning, in this area right now, I don't want you to auto-search anything. That just creates these really long queues of construction, and once you have those, it takes literally years to get any of your constructions in. So be a little more purposeful with assigning these, and only assign like a handful at a time. You can do more than 1 or 2. I don't recommend it all the time, but it can be very helpful. So let's get this coal industry going, and actually a couple things set up. Get a couple of construction office 1 group out here as well. That should be good. Would like all of this set up, but that has time. Yeah, this rail needs to be built first. That is important. But yeah, that's what we have right now. I am pretty happy with this, because we are moving along definitely in the right direction, and that is all I have. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it, and I hope to see you again next time, hopefully starting the city over here. I may let this run for a little bit and get some of the construction out of the way. All right. Thank you all.